Welcome to my week 9 pregnancy update. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my week 9 pregnancy update. All the things that happened during week 9 of my pregnancy. I'm currently 20 weeks pregnant, so how it works is I look back over the previous week and tell you everything that's happened. So this week has been kind of a meh week. One of those weeks that you're just like, you want to be over and you just want to move on and just get over it. So it's not going to be a very fun week. Not very exciting, but I did have an appointment this week as well, so I'll talk about that a little bit later on. We'll talk about me first of all. So I'm still 89 centimeters around my waist. That was the 2 centimeters that I put on the previous week around my waist. But I'm also feeling that just below my belly button kind of area is starting to feel a lot bigger. I haven't measured that bit, but that bit is definitely starting to feel a lot bigger. And the baby is, of course, a decent size now, I would say, so you should expect to start feeling a bit bigger down there. So it's quite, yeah, just below my belly button, it's like, it's becoming more rounded. You know, your stomach kind of goes out and then in. Well, most people's, unless you're super skinny, your stomach goes like that, but my stomach goes out and then in. Well, it's starting to come out and then kind of go in more gradually. So it's more rounded overall, farther down, if that makes any sense. So that's my kind of overall kind of body change at the moment. What I also had this week was I had some cramps. They were kind of painful cramps actually. I got a little bit concerned, but I didn't have any bleeding, so that was a good sign. So I think it was a day and a night I had cramps. I needed to take paracetamol and I needed to use a hot water bottle as well. And then after the day and the night it kind of went away, so I wasn't too concerned about it. I think it was just everything, just another thing that happens, just moving around basically inside you. So I had cramps and they were kind of painful and not very fun. Still had my nausea, still had my vomiting, had a lovely vomiting session this morning, which was really fun. So I'm still feeling a bit awful from that, but I still wanted to update you guys. So also I've been having really bad sleep this week. I don't know if it's pregnancy related, but I've just overall, during the night when I'm sleeping, I've been feeling quite anxious. I've been getting horrible nightmares about things that are happening to my child, horrible things, and then also silly dreams about silly things happening. So I've had really disrupted sleep, and you know when you get bad sleep and you're really tense, so you're like this in your sleep almost, and then your whole neck and like shoulder area hurts. So that's what I've got now. So I think I'm going to have to put like a hot water bottle in it or give myself a mini massage, because it really hurts in that kind of area of my neck. It just kind of feels really stiff from all the nights of kind of bad sleep. So I'm trying to work on how to get myself a better night's sleep and to be more calm. But you know how it is at night time, if you've got any fears or anxieties from the day, that's when they kind of come into your mind, and then it drives you crazy and you have nightmares and stuff like that. So I'm trying to work on that, work on mental health a little bit, because that's obviously what's causing it, and just general anxiety. So I'm going to work on that this week. So I've been feeling kind of down just overall this week, just partly the weather's not been good here, partly just I've not been doing that much that's really fun, and also just the overall feeling horrible and everything like that. We did manage to go to the beach yesterday, which was lovely. It's nice to go to the beach and get fresh air, but apart from that we've not done that much. And I've just been looking after Samuel, trying not to be sick and trying not to feel awful all the time. And it also makes me feel down because I feel like I'm not getting much done around the house. I mean, there's a certain amount of time that I'm like, yeah, it's fine not to do stuff for, but it's been weeks now that I've not been cleaning that much, and I've been having to get my husband Philip to help me. And I just feel like I want to do more cleaning and I just want to do more stuff, but my body's like literally saying like, Abigail, you're like, I feel exhausted, so my body's like not letting me do the things that I would normally like to do. So that makes me feel a bit down as well. Also, I got myself weighed this week. So this was during my appointment, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I got weighed this week, and I was 9.5 stones, which actually means I've dropped a bit of weight since being pregnant, ironically. So I'm generally around 10 stones. I don't weigh myself that much, but I'm 10 stones like standard across the board. And I've gone down to 9.5 stones over the first trimester. I don't think it's alarming. I've definitely been eating and drinking and making sure I'm getting as much as possible. But I just think because I've been just have a less appetite, and I've been I've been nauseous, of course. I've just been eating a bit less. So I've been down a bit in my weight this trimester, which I know will come back up in the second trimester, hopefully like last time. And basically this week I'm just feeling completely over the first trimester. I want it to be done. I'm sick of it. I'm just totally sick of being sick all the time, of feeling exhausted all the time, of things like cramps and blah blah blah. Like, I don't mind the cramps and sleep stuff so much, but vomiting and exhaustion all the time really gets you down after a while. I'm totally over it. I've got like 2 weeks until the second trimester, 2 and a bit weeks or so until the second trimester, and I am living for that, because I know, well, I hope, like my first pregnancy, I hope that my second trimester, the nausea and stuff goes away, and it did last time. So I'm just kind of looking forward to the next 2 weeks or so, when I'm going to be getting past this bit and into the more kind of nice bit of pregnancy for me anyway, which will hopefully be the second trimester. So I'm really looking forward to that, and that's kind of what I'm keeping my eye on at the moment. I get my 12-week scan exactly at 12 weeks, so I'm excited for that. And that's the anatomy. They look at the anatomy of the baby and make sure everything's okay, so I'm excited for that. And then we're just going to like release release the news into the world, and just tell people, apart from our close families. So I'm excited for that, just to be able to tell people and just to have a bit more reassurance again about the baby after having another scan. So that's all about me. I'm now going to move on to the baby. So the picture for the baby on my Pregnancy Plus app is so cute. I don't know what it is about the week 9 picture, but I think it looks absolutely adorable. I'm going to show you just now because it looks so cute. So there's a little baby, and I don't know why, but it looks so cute. So this week it's been saying that the little fingers and toes are becoming less webbed. Oh look, it's waving, it's so cute. Its little fingers and toes are becoming less webbed, and then its little eyes, which are kind of on either side of its face, are kind of moving around to the front a bit. I don't know. So cute. And then let's see if it will give me the actual size. So the actual size of the baby is that. That's kind of big. Feels quite big. So let's see if it'll give me the size, the comparison. So my size of the baby in week 9 is the size of a little chocolate, which is a bit ambiguous because chocolate can be lots of different sizes. It's the size of a butterfly. It's the size of a date. So I think the date was most accurate. So like, yeah, think about that size. To me, that's quite big. It grows so fast, doesn't it? So at week 9, it is 1.22 inches in length, and it's 0.14 ounces. And the baby is hopefully doing really, really well. Yeah, I feel very sick still, which is horrible. But like I said before, it's also kind of, it makes me feel more reassured that the baby is okay, because I feel like my body wouldn't be as sick if something was badly wrong. And because I had that reassurance scan, I'm feeling a lot more calm about the whole kind of baby situation. And I'm just letting it do its thing. Just letting it do its thing. Giving it as much nutrition as I can, and just letting it crack on, because there's not much I can do for it right now. There's very little you can do for your baby when they're inside you, apart from eat well and keep yourself well. So that's what I'm trying to do. This week I had my first face-to-face appointment. So we're just coming out of lockdown in Scotland as the time of filming this. Everything's kind of gone back to normal-ish, but certain things are still not open, so we're still not having regular midwife appointments face to face. Most of them are phone appointments. I had my booking appointment over the phone, but this appointment was, they had to take bloods and they had to do blood pressure tests and things like that, so obviously you have to do that face to face. So I got called into my local health centre for that. Last time I was in my GP office and the midwife or the nurse did it. This time I had to go to the health centre because I think the GPs are not really open still in this area to general appointments. So I went to the health centre, which was crazy because I couldn't, she told me where to go in my phone appointment, but getting there was hard because she said I had to go to phlebotomy, which is blood work, and in the health centre there was nothing that said phlebotomy on any sign, so I just went up the stairs and had to ask a million times, and it ended up being in like a child health bit or something. Because it's not, they obviously don't usually have these kind of tests in that health centre, so they didn't have a clue where no one has a clue where anyone was. So it took ages to get there and to find the area. But my husband could come with me, and he stayed outside actually. I didn't really mind because it's just a blood test appointment, but he came with me, which is nice. And we had to wear masks, of course. And I actually thought it was really funny. In the waiting area, there was, of course it was socially distanced, everything was taped off in different sections. So there was a chair here, a chair here, a chair here, it's like miles away from each other. which I also thought was strange because 2 people from households can sit together, but there was no chairs together. Anyway, there was also a chair here, and then there was like a table right in the middle. Like, who is using that table? It's not a seat, it's a table. So who is using that table? And you don't have to socially distance from a table if you're the person using the table. I just thought that was really strange because everything was like so far away, the table was so far away, and it's a bit funny. But anyway, I went in for my appointment, and this was the appointment where they check your bloods. So if you're to see if you're anemic, to see if you've got sickle cell anemia, that kind of thing, to see if you've got, what else, like HIV, syphilis, all those kind of things. They check your blood type and your rhesus group, which is to tell if you need an injection when you're giving birth. If you're rhesus negative, it's an issue. If you're rhesus positive, you're not. It's not an issue. I'm A positive, so it was not an issue for me. But yeah, so it was just one of those appointments, and it was really fast actually. Oh, I had to give a urine sample as well. She sent off all the results for that, and I actually was able to get the results back through my app. So we actually have, I don't know if everyone has this, but we've got an app now that they'll put everything onto. Instead of having like to phone you a million times, they just put the results onto the app and then they phone you if there's an issue. So I got most of my results, I believe, on the app. I definitely got the blood results, which were normal, so that's good. And they did like I think they did like the screening for the Down syndrome through the blood, which I don't know how that works. But I also know they have to do like on the scan as well. So they've not given results for that yet. But everything they've sent back so far is fine, which is good. I don't think they've done the urine bit yet, but I'll find out soon enough, I guess, if she phones me. But it's nice to have like instant results on this kind of app that you have. So I thought that was really helpful. Overall, the appointment was fine. No problems. I don't see why they can't do more face-to-face appointments. It was fine if everyone wears a mask. Don't see really a problem with that. But I think we are going out of the kind of, we are going back towards normality now, which is nice. So that was kind of the appointment that I had. It was fine. Quite happy with that. That's pretty much my whole update for this week. I've been a bit meh this week. I've been feeling not the best, but I'm happy with the appointment that I got, and yeah, happy overall. No complaints, not much to say. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful if you're 9 weeks pregnant. And I'll do another video like this next week, so stick around for the next video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.